I just want to say how much we love the Internicola Law Firm. We were so fortunate that when we wanted to franchise our business in 2007, and we didn't get around to actually pulling the trigger till 2013 or 14, I can't remember when, but it was the most painful process to try and find a law firm that was going to help us make this FDD, this big scary thing that was just looming over our head that was stopping us from franchising our business. And I happened to catch a webinar. I was on the email list for the Internicola Law Firm, and they just stood out as a company that works on their business the way we were working on our business. And I remember getting Ken and saying, hey, we got to go check this webinar out. And it was one of those like moments that as the webinar is going, I'm like, I want to call them now. I want to make sure that no one on this call gets ahead of us, because this is the firm that we're hiring absolutely to help us franchise our business. Do you remember that, Ken?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they have you could just tell that the culture and everything that they had was what we were looking for to partner with. Somebody that had the same kind of values that we had in our business. And 6 years later, certainly was the right choice.
It was hands down the right choice. And the passion that Charles and Brian and his whole team had for franchising was not anything we saw anywhere else. We saw a lot of lawyers that also, yeah, we do this, this, and this. And yeah, I can franchise your business. But when we got to meet them and see it in action, it was so encouraging. And there was no BS. I mean, he told us the things that he liked about our business. He told us the things that he might have had concerns with and had questions. What I really liked is they weren't just willing to franchise anybody that was willing to give them money. They want to make sure that their brands succeed. So that meant a lot. And it was really strange to hire a law firm that quickly became our mentors in franchising. I don't know if they do it for everybody. I don't think we're that special, but the amount of time they took to help point us in the right direction outside the law part was absolutely incredible. They brought us into the fold. They took us to conferences. And if you're franchising your business, or even if you've already franchised it, they're hands down the best firm that is going to cover you too. I mean, as much as some of the ideas Ken and I had about what we want in the FDD, sometimes they didn't cross the finish line because Charles is really interested in protecting us. As we grow, as we scale, he's always thinking far ahead of where the business is currently at and truly setting us up for success. And his team is phenomenal. Any one of them that reaches out at any time, we're willing to do anything for them because we really do feel that they're willing to do anything for us.
Yeah, and when it comes to that too as well, the turnaround time in which they get things done when it comes to processing and getting FDDs out and DocuSign documents and all those types of things that sometimes you need it to happen pretty fast. It always happens at the same speed and very fast, very responsive, their team, with getting those documents out, sending out FDDs, drawing up contracts. They're able to do it all. And also the other thing that I appreciate too is that Charles and Brian and the rest of the staff, they don't just have a passion for the law stuff and the legalese stuff. They have a passion about business in general, and especially when it comes to the franchise business model. And they have experience on both sides, the franchisor side and the franchisee side of things. And that was something that we really specifically wanted when we were choosing a franchise lawyer, because we wanted to make sure that our business was not only going to be good for Ryan and I, the franchisors, but also for the franchisees as well, because a lot of our research when we were becoming a franchise was the biggest complaint we would hear is that franchisees were getting the shaft from the franchisor, and we didn't want that kind of business at all. Otherwise, we weren't going to do a franchise. Yep. And Internicola Law Firm, they are just such a well-rounded firm when it comes to all your franchise needs, and also protecting you as a franchisor and making sure that they're just very thorough too about making sure that everything, that you have your ducks in a row, and that you're not going to open yourself up for something down the road that can get you into trouble. So they just do an all-around great job. They have a great culture, great team, and they're a firm that has character and integrity. And I wouldn't think about partnering with anybody else when it comes to that part of the business.
Well said, big brother.
Thank you, little brother. We refer to Charles as Professor X. Why, for all you Marvel fans out there, it's because he's Professor X in the flesh. His mind moves at the speed of thought. Like, he is Professor X incarnate. And
True.
And his mind goes so fast. He's like cerebral, man. The guy is connected to everything that has to do with franchise law. Man, he just knows it like that. He's Xavier.
Hi, my name is Ryan Parsons, and together with my brother Ken Parsons, we are
the brothers that just do gutters.
we went bowling, and I think Charles, he literally every time he bowled, he threw a gutter ball. And I just thought he did that just for us because he loved the gutters so much that he was not even willing to hit a pin.